Ouch. Not a great start, I
No.
have to say. Hi everyone and welcome to Color Analysis Studio. I'm Giulia and today I'm here to analyze the colors of Ellie. Thank you so much for your time today.
No problem, thank you.
Guys, the majority of you who watches our videos is not subscribed to the channel, so please remember to hit the subscribe button and also activate the bell so you won't miss our future videos.
I am subscribed, just so you know.
Amazing. Also guys, if you're interested in discovering your own colors, you can visit coloranalysis.au. We offer face-to-face sessions here in Melbourne, Australia, and online sessions for people from all over the world. And now Ellie, we're ready to start with your analysis. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm excited,
Let's
thank
do
you.
it. So Ellie, in order to discover your color palette, I will need to analyze your undertone. Okay, so let's start by observing how your skin reacts to a cool color, raspberry red, which is blue based, and a tomato red, which is warmer and yellow based. These two colors, as you can see, are both part of the red family, and they're a good way to show everyone, guys, that everyone can wear red. But which one is the best red for Ellie? This is what we need to understand today. I have to say, Ellie, that it really looks like when we go from cool to warm, it looks like your skin brightens up. It looks like we're adding this yellow reflection that makes your skin look very golden and very colorful. It looks a little bit more sun-kissed, let's say. Okay, why? When we go from warm back to cool, can you see that it looks like we're stealing color from your skin? Okay, so it looks like the skin becomes a little bit grayer. This is what happens when the cool colors don't work. They make the skin look a little bit grayer. And then we go back here, and can you see how radiant and
Bit more
lovely?
warm, yeah.
Definitely. Look at this hint of blush on your cheeks. That looks a little peachy in its tones. It doesn't look cold. It's definitely a warm golden color that you naturally have on your cheeks. It's really flattering.
Yeah, I definitely noticed the blue under my eyes a bit more with the more raspberry colour.
Definitely. Definitely. From here to here. So let's say that with the first two colors, Ellie, we prefer the warm one. We prefer the tomato red over the raspberry red. Now, this doesn't mean that your undertone is warm. It's a little too early, but it's a good start for the warm side.
1 point to warm.
That's right, 1 point to warm. Now, two colors that are much lighter. We have baby pink, cool and blue based, and salmon, part of the orange family, and yellow based. These two colors can be a good reference for a blush, a touch of blush on your cheeks. Would we go pink, mauve, or should we go more towards salmon, peach, and apricot for your makeup? Okay, this is just one way to think about these two colors. And again, from cool to warm, what a difference.
Yeah, I notice it more with these two than with the red drapes.
Here, definitely, we see that the skin changes a little bit. It becomes a little drained. It looks like we are removing something. And it's a bit of a shame because what we're removing is this. It's this golden glow that looks very natural on you. This is really important. In color analysis, we don't want to change people's colors. I want your colors to look very natural, Ellie. If anything, a little bit enhanced, a little bit enriched, but not changed. When you see that the colors of the model are changing, something is not working. From here to here compared to this. Wow, but can you see how the texture of the skin looks very, very smooth and fantastic. And again, this blush, it looks like you have this natural blush on your cheeks. So this color is pretty much putting makeup on you, Ellie. It's beautiful. Do you use it much?
No.
Okay, so definitely a color that you should explore, especially in your makeup. Okay. Now, Ellie, let's have a look at these two colors. They are much darker compared to the ones that we analyzed before. We have navy blue, so a blue-based blue, very cool, and a warm brown. Okay, nice. And again, we go from here to here. Can you see how your skin brightens up as soon as we remove this coolness?
Yeah.
Too much blue reflected on your skin, it looks like. Okay.
But I have many more navy clothes than I have chocolate brown clothes. But now looking at it, I'm like,
of course. Look at this. And let's say that navy is a color that is extremely easy to wear, easy to find, easy to buy. It's very appropriate in so many situations. It can be the color of a dress if you're invited to a wedding. It can be the color of a suit if you have a corporate
easy
job.
to wear to work,
Oh, definitely. So it's very, very common for people to have navy in their wardrobe. So we are used to ourselves wearing navy. This is what we find usually, guys. But when we do the comparison, I think it's quite obvious that the brown works better on you.
Definitely.
For sure. So if you need to buy a new suit for work, a new blazer, let's say, a new coat, definitely go brown.
And now that I think about it, I do have a blazer that's a brown colour, and I always get compliments when I wear that.
Of course, absolutely.
No one's complimenting, my navy jumper.
I see. Well, absolutely, I can totally understand why. With the navy, we are going against your undertone. Your undertone looks very golden, Ellie. It looks like when we put warmth on you, the skin looks very peachy, very healthy, very alive, we can say. While here, can you see that? Again, something is missing. We see this graying effect. Okay, this color is a little draining.
Particularly with my hair pulled back as well. Like I feel like I notice it, more.
You know why? Because your hair naturally has this warmth that at least saves the situation a little bit, right? While here, without the help of the warmth that comes from your hair, only with the skin, you see it straight away, okay? Yeah. It also, I have to say, it looks a little bit harsh. And then we go here, gentle, delicate, warm. It looks like you're wearing this. Beautiful effect. Okay, with the whites, we have cream, which is warm because it has a bit of yellow in it. Or the cool one is classic, vivid, neutral, clean, white. Like with the navy, a little bit harsh, I have to say, a little bit harsh. And then we go back here to the warmth. And again, the skin looks golden, okay? This is what the skin looks like when we project warmth on someone, and the warmth works, okay? Very golden, very healthy, and most of all, very natural. Then we go here, and we are altering your colors a little bit, okay? So, Ellie, for example, if you need to use navy, because you told me you have it in your wardrobe already, so of course you don't want to get rid of your clothes. Maybe you can pair navy with cream. It's a beautiful, timeless, elegant combination, but it would be better for you to go cream and navy instead of navy and stark white. Otherwise, it's too cool overall.
I think I know what's going to happen here.
We can already foresee.
I know I don't look good in grey. I really, I feel like I've known for a long time that I don't look good in grey.
A big giveaway of a warm undertone. So grey is a color that is vast majority of the times cool. So if you feel like grey doesn't work on you, it can be the undertone. Okay. It also can be something else, so it's not like a rule, but if a person comes and says, I cannot find a grey that works on me, it's a little giveaway towards the warm side. And then we go here. Oh, what a difference. From a silvery grey that is very blue-based to a golden yellow that represents gold. What a difference. And this is really, really significant. In every single step, we noticed how the warm color works better compared to the cool one on you. Here, this is a big difference. This is big. Like this would be a no in terms of color analysis and color theory, and I'm glad to know that you don't use grey anyway because you feel like something doesn't work.
yeah, I've always felt like grey just washes me out, doesn't make me look good. Yeah, it's interesting. I've gotten into colour analysis on the internet over the last few years.
Nice.
And one of the things, you know, they say, you know, does grey look good on you, or, you know, does more brown tones look good on you? And I would definitely say a grey doesn't, but it's hard to know. Is that because it's cool, or is that maybe because it's soft?
It's soft,
versus,
very good.
Yeah.
Exactly. It can also be that it's not intense enough on other profiles, but on you, I promise it's because it's cool. Maybe it's even too soft. We don't know yet because we didn't analyze your intensity yet. But so far, definitely it doesn't work because of the undertone. Okay, at least the undertone. Look at this. Your skin comes back to life when we remove the grey and we go to the gold. So Ellie, consider that for your jewelry, but for all of the metallic details of your outfits, like the hardware of your belt, the hardware of your bags, buttons, zips, everything should be gold or gold looking, of course. Okay. So Ellie, we definitely understood that your undertone is warm, yellow based and very golden, because every time the warm color works better compared to the cool one. Therefore, I can confirm that you belong to the right side of the graph, and your season is going to be spring or autumn. Okay. What do you think about this?
I'm very excited. Good. I finally know my undertone.
Yeah, definitely. So you're definitely warm. Now, are you a spring because you work better with colors that are warm and very intense? Or are you an autumn because you work better with colors that are still warm but a bit more muted and soft? Let's have a look.
Okay.
So Ellie, here we have the spring green, very intense, and here is the autumn green, very soft, very muted. And this phase of the analysis might look a little bit more difficult compared to the undertone because both these colors are correct in terms of undertone. So they're both reflecting this warm light on your skin, but intensity-wise, they're very different. So we want to find the one that looks on the same level as you. In other words, the one that looks more similar to you. Okay. Autumn or spring? High intensity or low intensity? Now, I have to say, in terms of undertone, this one is working really well, of course, it's warm, but I can tell that it's a bit too strong, isn't it?
I look more at the colour.
Very
this
good.
One.
Exactly. You're more drawn to the colour, while I would like your face to be the protagonist. Okay, while here in this image, even on the screen for our viewers, you probably don't know where to look. Should you look at the green or should you look at Ellie? This happens when the intensity is too high. You don't know where to look. It looks a bit confusing. Then we go here and Ellie straight away becomes the protagonist, okay, of this image. This is what you want to do as a color analyst. So the colors of Ellie, they're the main characters, while this olive green is a beautiful companion, right? It's a beautiful addition to your colors, Ellie. Here, this color is fighting against your colors because it wants to be the protagonist. So the intensity is way too high. Too much saturation, too much intensity, while you work better with colors that are a bit more muted, a bit more soft and gentle. Do you use olive green much?
I do. I love olive green.
It's
one of my favorite colors.
Very good. So this color really suits you. I can definitely confirm it's lovely and it works amazingly with your intensity level that now I can confirm is low. Therefore, Ellie, you belong to the right side of the graph. We knew it. Now we also know that you belong to the bottom part of the graph. Therefore, your season is
autumn.
Very good. Very good. Autumn. We have a beautiful autumn. Ellie, now I'm going to show you the main colors from the autumn palette. Okay. Before doing that though, look at these two collections of neutrals. Okay.
All grey.
Exactly. Here on the left, we have the collection of greys, from pearl grey all the way to black. On the right here, we have the collection of browns from cream white all the way to dark chocolate. So Ellie, I would like to show you how these colors here should be for your basics. So this should be the base of your wardrobe, right? So the brown family is extremely important for autumns, okay? While at the same time, you can try avoiding grays, which I know you do already, so fantastic, and also black. Okay, because this, I don't know, but look, the brown will work so much better, okay? Both very dark, but this is dark and warm, and this is dark and cool. What a difference. I'll show you with the drapes later. But now I will show you all of the other colors that you can use, apart from your neutrals. In this phase of the analysis, we want to have a look at the colors from Autumn Soft, Autumn Deep, and Autumn Warm in order to find our favorite subgroup, the one that stands out compared to the other two. Of course, it doesn't mean that the other two don't work. You're still Autumn, so I already know that they all work on you. But which one is the favorite one? Okay, this is what we need to understand today. Let's start with the colors from Autumn Soft with olive green, which works amazingly on you. We know this color already from the intensity phase. It really suits you. Then here we have soft camel that comes from the collection of your neutrals, so the scale of browns. Okay, this is a sort of medium solution, not too light, not too dark. It's a beautiful, beautiful neutral for you. This can be the color of a coat. It can be the color of a nice pair of pants. It can be the color of a bag. And this is the beautiful thing about color analysis. When you have a color palette, how you use the colors is up to you. It's up to your style. It's up to your taste. But all of these colors will work. Wow, look at this color. This is beautiful. Paprika red. I have to say this is very autumn as a color because it's very warm, it's very soft, and it's rather dark. It's not too light. So it's quite centered in the autumn palette. It's lovely. It suits you so well. Do you use it much?
No, I don't think I have anything in this color, but I really like it.
Okay, it really complements your skin beautifully. It doesn't overpower your features. It's not too dark, it's not too light. Love this one on you. And mustard, of course. Even this one is very autumn as a color, right? Only autumns can wear mustard so well, right? Very warm and also very, very delicate.
I have a mustard colored jumper.
Yeah.
And I used to wear it quite a bit.
Yes.
And then I started watching color analysis things.
Yes.
And one of the things that gets said is that mustard is a hard color to wear.
It is.
So I was sort of like, oh,
it really
maybe
is.
I shouldn't be wearing my mustard jumper.
Okay. No. You're definitely one of the people that should definitely wear mustard. I mean, if you don't wear mustard, no one can wear mustard, right? So, but it is true that it's difficult to wear, right? But you're wearing it so well. It's lovely on you. So Ellie, this is Autumn Soft with mustard, paprika, soft camel, and olive green. Lovely start, I have to say. These colors are very, very gentle, but they don't look too weak next to you. They're absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. Nothing to say about this. It's lovely. How do you feel with these colors on?
Yeah, I really like these colors. I think, the olive green is one that I already have a lot of. You know, I have a jumper in a color really similar to this. So, and they go so well together, obviously.
For sure. So this is an area of color that you can definitely explore, the reds and the browns. I'm very glad to know that you use mustard and olive already. It's a great start, and also it's very autumn of you to have these colors already. Now let's go to Autumn Deep. Starting with teal. Teal is a very interesting color from the autumn palette because it's part of the blue-green family. And Ellie, consider that blue is not a very representative color of the autumn palette. Your best blues look like this.
Okay, bit green.
Very good, very good. So this one has a good amount of yellow in it, okay, because it's warm and yellow-based. Really, really nice. So this is your blue. I have to say that when we go back to red, everything works even better, right? Because we gain a bit more warmth, we go a bit more central in the autumn palette. This is lovely. Brick red, a little darker compared to the paprika from before. Look, this is your new black. This is wonderful on you. It's beautiful. Can you see how elegant and refined it looks? Look at this. This is fantastic. Lovely. It brings that warmth, okay, to your skin, and it really looks like you're wearing this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I can totally picture you wearing a beautiful dress in this color. Imagine like an elegant turtleneck, for example. But this can be the color of a coat,
Yeah.
okay, of a bag, anything really. Why, if we have a look at black,
Yeah.
look at this, from black to brown. What a difference, Ellie. I have to say the black looks, especially coming after the brown, a bit disconnected from you. It's a bit harsh and also a bit heavy. Okay, too intense, too strong. Then we go to the brown and we can just see that something is working here. Okay, even if you don't know much about color theory, your eyes can still perceive the harmony and you can tell that this color works better. And now let's move on to, nice, eggplant. So it's a beautiful violet with a lot of brown in it. Brown is key as a color for the autumn palette. Look at this, Ellie. Very, very nice. And again, it looks very elegant on you, this color palette, I have to say. Autumn Deep, very elegant. Do you like this color?
I really like this color.
Very nice.
Purple has been something that I guess I've steered away from, but I feel like that's probably more because like bluish purples I found didn't really look good on me. But this is, you can see this is much more red or like
definitely
has
more brown, more brown in it. This is the Autumn Deep subgroup. Very, very nice. It works wonderfully on you. It looks a bit more elegant, okay, compared to Autumn Soft that looks more like your daytime, your casual options, right? But so far, I don't have a strong preference between the two. They are very, very even in terms of how they work technically, okay? I can see you using these colors for different occasions, but technically, I cannot find that one works obviously better compared to the other. So I'm very curious to see what happens with the last one, which is Autumn Warm. Look at this. Nice. So this one is pumpkin. Only people who have a warm undertone can work this well with orange, which is the only color that is always warm. Wonderful. It makes your skin look very, very golden. So this one brings out your undertone a little bit more compared to all of the colors that we saw so far, because it's the warmest. Okay. Then we go here to Marigold. Really nice, even this one. Look, if I really, really have to choose one out of the two, I would still prefer the pumpkin. Probably because it's a little darker. Pistachio, fantastic. So this is a color that is still part of the big olive green family. It's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more intense compared to olive green. Tough. difficult to choose between these two. Of course, in your real life, you don't have to choose between these two.
I was going to say, they look really good together.
Even together, exactly right. This one looks very, very gentle and delicate next to your skin. It works a hint better in terms of intensity. But this one makes the skin look a little brighter, a little more golden. Why? Because it's warmer. Of course, it comes from Autumn Warm. So again, this one better in terms of undertone, but this one is better in terms of intensity and value. Interesting. And then we go here with Lincoln Green. Very dark, very warm, of course, and not too strong. Medium in intensity. Very, very nice. Ellie, I have to say everything is working a little too well, okay? What's happening? Even having a look at Autumn Warm, I don't have a strong preference for one subgroup, okay? This looks a bit more playful, okay? Very, very nice, love it, but if I choose this one, I feel like I'm not making the other two any justice. So let me double check a couple of options with our frames, and then we can confirm which one is our favorite subgroup, if there is one. Okay. Because there's a fourth profile of Autumn that we didn't mention before, but it's totally possible, which is True Autumn. It's a profile where Autumn Soft, Autumn Deep, and Autumn Warm work pretty much in the same way. Ellie, let's have a look at the borderline subgroups. If you're Autumn Soft, you're a little bit close to Summer Soft. If you're Autumn Deep, you're somehow close to Winter Deep. Well, if you're Autumn Warm, you're a little bit closer to Spring Warm. So what I'm trying to do today is, I know that you're Autumn, but as an Autumn, are you closer to Summer, to Winter, or to Spring? One of the other three. Ouch. Not a great start, I have to say. With Summer Soft, I love how delicate these colors look on you, but too cool and also overall a bit too light. Okay, so it creates this wishy-washy effect. It doesn't look like you're close to summer. Okay. We had a look at a couple of winter colors during the analysis with black and violet, and I can confirm even here, yes, these colors are rather dark, which works really well on you as a characteristic, but very intense and very cool. It doesn't look like you're close to winter, and we also did a couple of tests with the drapes. No, definitely not borderline with this.
Damn, I still can't wear black.
We tried everything we could, but... Then spring. Okay, now it's the first time that we see that the undertone is matching. So finally, the skin looks a little bit more golden. But let's have a look at the value and the intensity. The intensity is way too high, and also the value too light overall. So again, it creates that wishy-washy effect because of how light these colors are overall. But the undertone is saving something compared to Summer Soft, especially. Okay. Even here, I don't have, let's say, one of the 3 borderline subgroups that is, look, this is okay, it's working. It looks like they're all pretty far away from you.
Okay.
From Autumn Soft to True Autumn. Yeah, better. Soft dominant feature. True Autumn works better than Autumn Soft.
Okay.
Autumn Deep or True Autumn. Again. Autumn Deep or True Autumn. A little bit more balanced, a little bit softer, okay? To here, this looks more aligned with your features, a bit more harmonious overall. Again, Autumn Warm or True Autumn. Yeah, again. Autumn Warm or True Autumn. Ellie, very good news for you, because when we compare Autumn Soft, Autumn Deep and Autumn Warm, we cannot find that one single subgroup is the one, the special one. We can find beautiful effects and beautiful colors on you in the 3 subgroups equally. And also when we compare the 3 borderline subgroups and also the frames of the autumn subgroups against the true autumn frame, we can totally confirm that you are a true autumn. You're the most autumn of autumns. Okay. True autumn means basically that you're so autumn that you're not close to any of the other 3 seasons. Okay, so your profile is very, very balanced. It's very centered in the autumn palette, and my recommendation would be explore the totality of the autumn palette as you please, because wherever you go in the autumn palette, everything will work amazingly. At the same time, try to stay within your season.
Okay, yeah.
So feel free to go anywhere in the autumn palette, but I would say try to stay in the autumn palette. Okay, perfect. Ellie, thank you so much. It was so much fun to analyze your colors today. Are you happy about the experience? What do you think?
I'm thrilled. I think that I'm so glad to know what my color season is. I've watched your videos for many years, and I always sit there and try and guess what people are going to be, but I could never figure out what I was. So yeah, I'm really excited to know that I'm in autumn.
Fantastic.
True
Ellie,
autumn.
thank you so much for your time today, and also for watching our videos. It's such a pleasure, and it means a lot to us. And thank you guys for watching this video until the end. Remember to subscribe to the channel. It makes a lot of difference for us. And also, if you would like to discover your palette as Ellie did today, visit coloranalysis.eu. I'm going to see you very soon on this channel with more videos. Bye bye! Bye!